Hi, so this is my Shiny App 2 analysis. This is about Harry Potter analysis. It analyzes character trends and sentiment. Over at the top section, we have all the different type of inputs. I have four different types of inputs. First is a drop-down menu, which I use here and here. And then we have a slider input, and we have a number input. And also we have a checkbox input. So for this input, um, I just listed all the seven books of Harry Potter, and we can select which book we want to analyze. Um, then we have this. This option is to choose all from all the different important characters in Harry Potter, and it will show how many times it was mentioned in each chapter. So, for example, if we choose Harry in the book of Prisoner of Azkaban, um, we can see that in chapter one, he was mentioned 72 times. In chapter two, he was mentioned 78 times, and so on. Um, Also for the chapter range, we can select like all the way to like all the chapters of the book. Um, So yeah. Oh, also for this one, the minimum mentions to display. Um, let's say we want to find all the chapters where Harry was mentioned at least um 50 times. So we can just input 50 and it will give you all the chapters that he was mentioned 50 times. Or for a more clear example, let's choose a bigger number. So let's say more than 80 times. So he was mentioned more than 80 times in chapter three, four, five, six, eight, and so on. So this is for the first tab of the Shiny app. Um, it analyzes the number of times each character was mentioned across chapters. So for the second tab is about the sentiment analysis. So here we have the different types of sentiment lexicon options to choose from. So we have Affin, Bing, Loran, and NRC. So for example, let's select Bing. Here we can see the um the negative and positive sentiment in each chapters. So um we can select. I added the checkbox where we can select if we want to show just a net positive sentiment like this. So if we check the negative, it will show both. And we can do this with all the different types of sentiment lexicons. So let's say NRC can like remove the negative and just show the positive, or show both, or just show the negative. So that's for the two tabs. For the bottom, um, for the bottom part, let's say we put character trends. It just shows how many times so it just shows how many times a character was mentioned. Um and it puts them in the table, and it calculates the percentage of how many times it was mentioned. So for example, in chapter three, Harry was mentioned 99 times, and it accounts for 5% of the times where Harry was mentioned from chapters 1 to 22. And this is the cumulative. So let's say minimum mentions to display, we set this as 1. So for the first chapter, it shows that he was mentioned 72 times. And here we have 78. So the cumulative is 150. For the sentiment analysis, it just analyzes the negative and positive. the number of negative and positive lexicons. So, for example, in chapter one, there's 192 lexicons that are negative, and there are 151 lexicons that are positive in chapters one. So, yeah, and this also calculates the percentage of like everything. So, yeah, that is my Shiny app. So, thank you for watching.